baby. Hey, let's go. Hey, right.
Yep.
Got there.
Shaving foam.
Yeah, don't give your secrets away, Bernard.
Got it.
Right, watch it, welcome back. Okay, this is prize draw number 8 for a Scott Weiler V system. We asked you a question last week, which we thought was reasonably difficult, really, and it turned out that it was. Because we thought you might not all get it correctly, and this is the first time we haven't had a massive avalanche of correct answers. There were only very few correct answers, weren't there? We had some 350 correct actual entries, didn't we? And what did it come down to in correct ones?
98. Absolutely spot on.
98 spot on correct answers. That's all there were. So honestly, folks, you've got to bring your better game. You've got to try harder. It isn't always as simple as you think. It's because really we asked something that goes back 3 or 4 years in the channel, and many of you have been watching different lengths of time, and clearly lots of you guessed that's what it was about, wasn't it? We checked the video in question that the answer would have been found in, and it actually only had about 100 extra hits. So out of those 98 correct answers, we're thinking that they're people who went and looked, and all those of you guessed or thought you knew the answer, clearly it wasn't exactly right. Well, what was the correct answer? So the question was,
what 2 bikes did we take down to Devon?
What 2 bikes did we take down to Devon? And the clue was in the question, down to Devon, because you just had to go into the playlist, into the motorcycle rides, and it was called Delboy's Garage to go down to Devon. All you had to do was have a look, and there it is, blatantly obvious in the video. From the first few seconds you open it, there's the 2 bikes, and the bikes were
Harley Davidson 883 Iron and a Triumph Scrambler 900.
There you go. So if you got it right, you know you did, but if you got it wrong, well, there you are. We had Harley Fatboy, didn't we? Hayabusa, that was quite good. And also we had the Triumph Tiger, which I thought was very interesting, because I don't remember going on that.
It had to be a little bit difficult, because that's £100.
It is. The V system is a rather bumper prize, and we wanted it to be a little bit more difficult, and it proves it was. So we have 98 correct answerers, which I think is quite good. So shall we, without further ado, just one more thing. Next week we have for you a return to Weehar Tools. Weehar Tools are very kind, and they said during the week, look, we love the 2 screwdriver giveaways. We saw what you did. Thanks ever so much for that. Would you like some tools to give away? This is how it works, isn't it? We go and buy some, and then we give them away as a prize, and then the company spots that, and they see us doing it, and they see the benefit in it, and they hand us some. I think Scott are the best example of that. That's what they did here with the V System, and Weehar have said exactly the same thing. They're going to send us some rather amazing, some little tool kits, which is really fantastic. I'm so excited about that. I really am fired up to be able as a channel to give away a toolkit is rather amazing. I haven't even seen them yet. They're on their way. I haven't seen what the product looks like, so we won't have them until later this week. Once we've got them, we'll be able to do the question next week, and that will be a rather bumper prize with a runner-up prize as well. This was just the one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We didn't have a runner-up prize. We've done so much with Scott Weiler. We think there've been quite a good coverage of that, and this is the bumper finale. Scott Weiler V System, worth about £100. So without further ado, shall we call the winner? Okay.
Before I do, can I just say thank you for all the messages. I've had about 340 emails. I read everyone. I can't reply to everybody.
Absolutely.
But I do read everyone. Thank you.
She does.
Lovely comments.
She does. 3 whole evenings sitting reading through it all and then writing down the
I should do some work at work, really. But
you should get on some work. Right, pick a winner, Ben. There we go. Pick a winner.
Alright, look. Right, I need to.
Go on then. Feather out 1. There it is. You have a winner. And the winner of Scott Weiler V System is
Stephen Strachan from Blantyre, Scotland.
Wow, fantastic. Let's show everybody. Here we are. That is the winner. Here we go. Stephen Strachan, Blantyre, Scotland. Okay, so this is Colston, Newcastle.
That's weird, because Scotland are in Scotland.
Yeah, they're round the corner. They'll probably walk it round to you. That's fantastic. Blantyre. Stephen Strachan, Blantyre, Scotland. Congratulations, Stephen. Congratulations, my friend. What we're going to do is get in touch with you and find out what bike you have, because these Scott Weilers are model specific. Certainly, some of them, some bikes, they are specific to certain models, so we have to make sure the correct kit gets sent to you. So we will send this one back to Scott Weiler, and they'll send the correct one out to you around the corner, which effectively it will be. So congratulations, and thank you to everybody else for entering. Don't lose faith if you haven't won anything yet. Honestly, these these draws, these prize draws on all different things are going to be going on all throughout the year. We hope to do one every 2 weeks, so a question 1 week and a draw the next week, which has been really well received, hasn't it?
Yeah.
People absolutely love it.
Yep.
Fantastic, really chuffed with that. And with the tools coming up next week, we've even got motorcycle parts coming up, things like race exhausts, things like chains and sprocket kits, things like brake pads, you know, the sort of stuff that you need for your bike. Prizes that we bikers actually appreciate. That's far more important than vouchers and stuff, isn't it?
Yep.
Stuff you can use for your bike, and we'll make sure that it's a really interesting part of the channel, won't we? We have a little request as well, don't we?
Yes.
Well, now as you know, in the middle of the week, we always do a simple skills video. We try to if we can do something, but as time's rolling on, they're kind of running out really, aren't they? We're kind of running out of things to do on a simple skills. So we wonder if you could help us out. We're going to hang ourselves here, aren't we? We're going to absolutely hang ourselves here. We're going to ask you, what would you like to see as a simple skills video? And remember, it's in the name, simple skills. So don't go asking for valve clearances, because that's not a simple skill. Even changing, checking the valve clearances is an intermediate skill. It's something that someone with some mechanical knowledge could probably do. But changing that shim and correcting the intolerance if it's not right, and you're in there to check if it's right, that is a technician only advanced mechanical job. And I would not say that if you're asking for a video on it, you shouldn't be doing it. And we said that in loads of the Q&As. So don't go asking for mechanical processes like changing clutches, changing valve shims and that sort of thing, because it's not a simple skills. Simple skills, isn't it? How to hacksaw effectively so you get a decent straight cut and don't hurt yourself. How to drill, how to look after your drills and sharpen them. I'm not brilliant at that. I proved it in the video. I didn't do a brilliant job, and many of you reminded me of that. However, it's the basic principles are there. Even we did one on MIG welding, didn't we?
Yep.
And we have lit a fire under many of your backsides in terms of confidence, haven't we? That's what the simple skills are about. They are designed for those of you who haven't got a clue, you haven't got the confidence, you're worried, you've got your bike, your love of your life, your pride and joy, you spend £10,000 on it, you want to get involved and do a basic thing, you want to bolt a bracket on, you want to do something, but you just don't want to, you're just scary, innit? You know, and I think that's what it's about, getting over that first little, because you go and do a job and you turn out a nice finish, you feel epic, don't you? You really do. It absolutely fires you up, and suddenly you realise you have a special set of skills you didn't know you had, and you get on with it.
And then you can pass it to somebody else.
Absolutely right. You can spread the love, which is what being a biker is all about. We are one big family, we spread it around each other, so we all help each other out. So give us a shout in the comments underneath the video here. What would you like to see as a simple skills? We won't necessarily answer them all, we'll just give them a click up to see we've read them. And honestly, the one we choose will be simple. It will be what it says.
Because we're just worried that we might be doing simple skills that are too simple.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
That's right. I mean, things like the multimeter the other day, so many comments saying, wow, I had one of these in my toolbox for a year, I didn't know how to use it. Now I do. And of course, that's the sort of stuff. So it's stuff that you really will benefit from, that will help you to go forward a bit, that's straightforward and can be done in 10-15 minutes. And if we can do it, we will, won't we?
Yep.
Right, so
but we'll be back Wednesday anyway with an update.
Yes, we have a rather fab update for you on Wednesday. A little bit of a kind of situation so far, because the anniversary of 1 year of this bike being on the bench is coming up, 20th of February, isn't it? It's the 20th of February was the MOT date on this. We bought it, and it's a long time ago. So we're going to do a big roundup on the board, make sure we know the total we've spent so far, wipe off a lot of the stuff that's there, just keep the total, and we have a rather fabulous reveal, don't we? We've been buying parts for the next part of this after the fabrication's done. Because once the fabrication's done on this, we're moving into the cycle parts. It's got to have so much stuff. It's got to have new chain sprockets, new wheel bearings, new discs, new brakes all round, new suspension. It's going to get about £2,000 spent on this bike once the bodywork's done. So we have to sort of order those parts up front. So we've got some of those to show you as well. A new company we're working with that we're getting all this stuff from that are working a good deal for us. So honestly, it is really worth it. Stick it in the weekend, isn't it? In the middle of the week. Sorry, middle of the week. Wednesday, we'll have that little roundup for you. So look forward to that.
Anyway, on that note.
On that note, who's
well done, Stephen.
Well done, Stephen. Congratulations, my friend. We'll be in touch and we'll find out what bike you've got. Get you this in the post as soon as possible. Anything else, mate?
Again, thank you for all your messages. Really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Take your ride safe, everyone. See you in the week.